Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to the Dark Souls livestream series. Here we are in the game. Once again, I'm looking at a beautiful, absolutely beautiful, white bar on the top of my terrible windowed view. But for you guys, you can't see that, so be glad. In terms of why I'm already recording this again, I did say at the end of the last recording that it would be probably a monthly thing at this stage. Obviously I'm bullshitting because here I am, one day later. Not even a full 24 hours later, actually. The reason why is because I was not happy with the lighting of the previous video. It sucked, quite frankly. And of course the reason why was because I wasn't able to select an ideal day for me to record. I selected it based on the fact that it was the 12th of January. It is now the 13th of January, obviously. But seriously, it was just not ideal for a number of reasons on the lighting side of things. And so here I am with hopefully better lighting, and I hope you guys appreciate that. Because I wasn't happy with the previous video, I just wanted to give you guys a good example of what lighting looks like in an ideal scenario. This is the ideal scenario. Now, on an audio level, it's probably not an ideal scenario, because I do have the cicadas outside. When it's summer, that's kind of what you just have to deal with, because it's either you've got shit lighting because it's not bright outside, but then you don't have the cicadas going because it's not a super sunny, hot day. But then you've got good lighting on a super sunny, hot day with the cicadas going, so pick your poison, basically. I would say on a visual level, it's probably better to look good than not have cicadas outside. But anyway, in terms of what's going on, I should put my earphones in so that I can hear the game. Just to give you guys a rundown on the game plan today. We are going to be killing the bell tower gargoyles, and then at that point we'll probably go and unlock Andre Vastora's, well, it's not really his thing, it's the Crest of Artorias, which we buy from Andre Vastora. That's the only connection he has to that. It's not like it's his door or anything, or his crest. But anyway, oh god, it's so loud. Again, need to lower the volume on that a lot. Okay, so we are plugged in again. In terms of the Parrying Dagger, now, I think I can actually get that without lowering the water level, so I'm probably going to do that before I fight the Bell Tower Gargoyles, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, hopefully everything's all good with the stream. It should be. I haven't really needed to change anything since I was last streaming, to be honest, so yeah, there should be nothing out of the ordinary. I should be streaming with the same settings and pretty much with the same stream information. I didn't have to update anything on Twitch because I've made the decision that I'm not going to number the Twitch streams because no one does that on Twitch, and I don't really want to... I've got no idea what makes people shy away from a stream on Twitch, but maybe something that's different from the norm in a possibly bad way might somehow contribute to someone not wanting to watch my stream, so I've got no idea. But regardless, it's basically... I mean, what I have as my Twitch title is already unconventional because it includes the name of the game. It says Dark Souls Parrying Dagger Thief Build PC version. Like, that on its own is unconventional because I took the time to put Dark Souls in the title. But anyway, I don't think that's a bad thing. It's probably what they used to do on Twitch. Can't really remember now. Okay. So I'm going to make my way to the New Londo Ruins because that is where the Parrying Dagger is located. And I'm pretty positive that it is something we can access without lowering the water. How many transient curses do we have? We mustn't have many. No, we've only got one because of the stupidity that I was dealing with in... Well, my own stupidity, that is, that I was dealing with in the previous video in New Londo Ruins. Now, one thing to mention is that the bitrate goes nuts when I take this elevator. You'll see that as I drop here, I go fuzzy. And the reason why is because everything is just moving too fast for my 5,000 kilobytes per second bitrate. So, yeah, not much I can do about that. But moving forward, hi, mistake number 7, welcome back. Yes, we are coming back into this area. Also, I hope you appreciate the lighting. I might actually just double check the lighting, I'll make sure that I'm happy with it. less the lighting and more the... Sorry that I'm doing this, by the way. I'm trying to alt-tab. It's not that easy in this game, I think you'll find. Yeah, everything is looking pretty much perfect. So, there you go. But yeah, get my cursor off the screen. The reason why my cursor is on the screen is because, well, for one, it's windowed mode, and second of all, my touchpad on my PS4 controller, that is what I use to play this game. I suppose I should have demonstrated that last time. But, yeah, when you use the touchpad, it basically interacts with the mouse, and it's annoying. Oh yeah, I need to use transient cursors. It'd be great if I did that before I actually went and pissed off the ghost. Okay. So we're going two-handed just so we can advance, just do everything nice and quickly. And again, the follow-up on the R2 is just not appropriate, to be honest. The range is not good. Yes, it is actually good this time because I have chosen to stream today. Like, I did not choose to stream on the specific... Well, okay, how do I put this? I was going to stream on the 12th of January, no matter what. Rain, hail, or shine, no matter the lighting conditions, and the lighting conditions were just not good. Other things could have happened to stop me from streaming, which didn't, but... Yeah, or that didn't. But unfortunately, the lighting was not ideal. So I'm going to kill these ghosts as quickly as possible because I only have one transient curse. I don't remember how long it takes for a transient curse to wear out, or wear off, but, yeah. I'm going to try and not take too long. What's going on with that follow-up? Maybe they have an invulnerability period, I don't know. They don't seem to, because that guy didn't have an invulnerability period at that point, so I've got no idea. Let's not take it slow, let's get right in there. I think one transient curse should be enough to get us through this area. So what I'm going to do, this is really dangerous, is I'm going to try and kill this guy. No, I shouldn't have done this. This was a very bad idea. This is death in here. This is death. Because the problem is, it doesn't matter if you... Let's just heal. Let's prioritize healing. Now, the parrying dagger is just ahead. Okay. I'm glad that I... Yeah. Went and got this thing. Damn it. Can I homeward bone out? No. The key is to... Yeah, I'm gonna die in here. So that's 6,000... Oh, 2 humanity, son of a bitch. I'd better go and grab that. I think I can do it. I think if I run through that area, I should be able to grab it and homeward bone out. I apologize for wasting your time in that way. But, yeah. Let's give that a try. It's just the worst thing about it is that I need to go from the undead parish bonfire. So, are you really counting my deaths from the previous frickin' recording? I hate you. So annoying. I mean, that was inevitable because I had put myself in a bad position. Well, okay. Had I not put myself in a bad position, it would not have been inevitable. I think that's the point. But regardless, I'm not leveled for that area. It's taking too many hits on my side to kill those things, and there are just so many of them, so I didn't really want to take the time to kill all of them, if you understand. It's a bit risky, but maybe it's more risky to do it how I'm doing it. So, I don't know. Regardless. In terms of the bitrate, it's mostly fine. Of course, it is harder to stream it with good quality on YouTube when it's 60 FPS. Twitch is fine on all levels because Twitch just looks better at a lower bitrate. YouTube, however, does not. And YouTube is what's important because that's what I'm using to archive everything. I'm not going to be manually uploading my live streams. No fucking chance in hell. So, yeah, it's YouTube or nothing. Because pretty much auto-archiving is one of the big benefits to the live streaming business. So, at least for me. Because I don't have to worry about manually uploading or even manually editing through the video. If I had to manually upload a live stream, I probably wouldn't edit through it, but yeah. Why don't I rest at the Firelink bonfire? Don't really want to. Probably should though, because it wouldn't... It's not that far from the... Oh, I don't have a transient curse, so yeah, we have to absolutely run through here. No! See, this is why these ghosts are fucking terrible, because they have really good range. So, what I'm doing here is going to get my soul because I do have 2 humanity in the counter. That is a result of me having consumed humanity for the sake of health when I was going through the depths, or the entrance to the depths. I don't know if it's quite the depths at the point that I was at, but yeah. Alright, so we're going to go through there, get ready to homeward bone out. There we go. Not too difficult. So it took it nice and fast. Alright, let's go and talk to Andrejeva Stora and see if we can upgrade anything. In terms of what we're going to upgrade, I'm not sure yet. We're not going to bother upgrading the target shield, of course, because actually, let me do that now, we don't need that shit anymore. We are now officially in the Parrying Dagger build. Check that out. Alrighty, so we will probably aim to get the Darkwood Grain Ring after we have gotten the... after we have taken care of the gargoyles, and of course we'll have some more souls after having killed the gargoyles, and I'm going to wait until we get to 20,000 so that we can purchase the crest from Andrejeva Stora. Yes, I'll give you the large ember, how great is that? Already got the thing. So we'll be able to upgrade up to plus 10, but I don't know if I want to spend the souls right now. The idea is that you want to save all of your souls until you get the crest of Artorias, because at that point you can gain access to a good soul farming area, so yeah. It's better to just use the 20,000 souls that you've collected on the crest and then get 20,000 in a short space of time in that area. So, yeah. Took you long enough, thanks number 7. So, moving forward, we'll just take care of these enemies as usual. Yeah, I just didn't really think that I could access the Parrying Dagger. For some reason I had it in my mind that the Parrying Dagger wasn't too far from where you get the very large ember. And of course the very large ember cannot be accessed. Kind of want to parry you. Just to demonstrate my dagger. Oh, that was probably the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Not only did I miss the parry, but he completely missed me. It's like his sword went straight through me. Maybe the Parrying Dagger can make a glitch or something. Make a glitch occur. But anyway. Why do I have... oh, yeah, that's right. Let me actually rest at Firelink just to get the 10 Estus Flasks. That's more ideal for the boss. That's generally what I do when I want to fight the gargoyles, because... and I forgot that this is what I do, because, again, it's been a while since I've gone through the motions of playing this game. But generally I go to Firelink, so that I can have the 10 Estus Flasks to just get through the area before the gargoyles, and then fight the gargoyles without having to worry about not having enough health or anything like that. So, yeah. We of course do have the +2 Estus Flask, because we got the Firekeeper Soul in New Londo Ruins, as well as the one in the Undead Parish in the previous video. So, the reason why these people are here, usually they don't come so early, so I must have done something to trigger their appearance. What would it have been? Maybe killing Havel? Maybe it's killing Havel, I'm not sure. But anyway. In terms of this armor set, we will probably stick with this for at least a while, because I need something really light. We'll see what we end up using, I'm not sure. Hi, Gaming. First time I've seen you in the YouTube chat. I'm assuming you were sick of being the only one in the Twitch chat talking to me, so welcome to the fun. Yes, indeed, the stream is not going to look as good because it is YouTube. It's just how it goes, but again, you'll have someone to talk to for once. But anyway. Let's try... oh, bad idea, bad idea. I wanted to get in there and kill them quickly, but yeah, maybe not. So it seems that we're one-shotting these guys. What the hell was going on there? My camera was freaking out because of the wall. Okay, so this channeler needs to be dealt with. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Now, because of my low poise, I got heavily stunned by that guy's attack. So I was, like, pressing the button to roll out of there. Nope. That was fucking annoying. Well, I wasn't expecting to die in that area. But obviously my poor performance has had something to say about that. Really stupid. So, we will probably get the Wolf Ring, or maybe not, because we'll be using the Havel's Ring and the Darkwood Green Ring, so we don't really have the ability to use the Wolf Ring. I often use the Wolf Ring with light builds, just so that I can have that extra 40 poise. It makes a big difference to the gameplay experience, because having low poise really sucks. All it takes is one hit sometimes and you're in the shit zone. But anyway. Good day. Ooh, right in the crotch. Not that that would bother you so much, you're undead, but if you can still feel pain, that would probably hurt quite a bit. Alrighty. So, just coax them towards me. And of course make use of the advancing maneuver of this weapon, but no, he's going to advance first. Annoyingly. So this channeler, again, is a slight problem. Oh no. See, what he does is he makes these relatively weak enemies stronger. And more aggressive, which is not good. So, again, these walls are really giving my game some problems. How did I miss that attack? Come on. But yeah, these walls are causing my camera to just automatically do things. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Because I bounced off the fucking wall, I was stuck in one place, and then these guys go and kill me. I cannot fucking believe this situation. How am I dying twice in this area? You've got to be fucking kidding me. Is it my first time playing this game or what? It's not acceptable. For fuck's sake. Really? There's a bug on Twitch that blacks out the stream. Well, that's, not great. Definitely doesn't happen on YouTube because I do have the archive to prove that. But, yeah. Wonder why Twitch is being so unhelpful. It could be something to do with Restream.io. Possibly. Can't really think of anything else causing it other than Twitch's uselessness. It's always possible. Alrighty. Shortcut. I just need to break myself into Dark Souls, I suppose. Pretty fucking disappointed in my performance, though. You know, I would almost guarantee that my performance, first time playing this game ever, coming from Demon Souls back in 2011, was better than this. I would almost guarantee it. Alright. You dead. Dick face. Okay. Here we go again. What the fuck? Just relax. Where's my Thief's Ring from Demon Souls when you need it? So let's not do any bouncing off the walls. Let's make sure that we stay at a good range from these fucking enemies. So one-shotting them does help, for sure, but... Oh, this... Again, my camera, I've got no idea why my camera is being so uncooperative. Because I turned off the auto camera adjustment as far as I'm aware. Like, it shouldn't be doing things on its own, but it is. So, I've got no idea what it's doing. Okay. This asshole, who has taken it upon himself to ruin my day, and you've... What's your fucking deal, mate? Again, I was expecting that going two-handed with this Great Scythe would be enough to flinch him with poise damage. No. He ignores the attack completely, and then does a double hit with his Trident Thrust. You fuckface. Okay. So, aside from the fact that I've died like 3 times going through this fucking area... Since when has this ever happened? And why does it have to be when I'm on camera live? Seriously. I can't fucking believe this. Oh, so it's a bug on Twitch Mobile. Okay. Well, time for Twitch Mobile to stop being completely useless. Or maybe it's not time, because they still haven't fixed it. But, anyway. Let's like, what's going on? Like, why am I dying so stupidly? This is really just... I can't really describe it. Whatever. Oh, can you stop? Alright, so I probably should heal up because I do need to be taking it more carefully here. Again, my camera just doing its own thing. I did not make it move in that way. Hello. Look, I'm trying, like, I'm literally moving the camera to the left, and it's auto-moving to the right, fighting what I'm doing on the controller. Like, what are you doing, game? Again, it just happened again. It is moving the camera in the opposite direction to what I'm trying to move it in, because it's doing auto-wall recovery despite... Look, because I'm against the wall, it's auto-moving my camera as I move, in the opposite direction to where I actually want it to move, because it's turning me away down here. Yes, I happen to be moving in this direction, but I want to face the enemies that I'm trying to escape from, so that I know what they're fucking doing. Why the fuck is this on? Auto wall recovery off. Like, these are the two auto camera things, and yet I have them both off, but it's still doing shit I don't understand. I'm not saying that's the reason why I've died several times, that's a different matter. But this is getting fucking annoying. What the... Of course, the reason why I have anti-aliasing off in-game is because it's broken. You need to do that through DS Fix. Okay. No idea, the game just wants to be fucking useless, I suppose. Hello. I hate you so much. I really do. Damn it. No, don't. No. That's the attack that does the double hit. Yeah, go on. Prick. Okay. So we've got 8 Estus Flasks to take on the boss. I'll pick that up as I come back. At least I got an opportunity to get a few more souls. That's one positive, I guess. Alright. So I've got one attempt at this because we'll be using our single pine resin for this boss fight. Actually, we won't use it there. We'll use it just as we're coming forward a little bit more. Yeah. Use it now. And I will be going two-handed because there's nothing to parry, of course, with this fight. Good day. Ran out of stamina. I really don't have much health, do I? Like, now that I look, it's really kind of not great. Alright, let's get you killed. I should be doing the R2s, actually. That is some good damage. Gargoyle shield. Of course, you do get random items from these gargoyles. Oh, God. No, you don't. And that's the bell tower gargoyles. Again, I usually either go gold pine resin or drake sword. It's one or the other because you can't apply gold pine resin to the drake sword, obviously. No, I've never gone here before, I don't think. Maybe once ever have I stood here. Don't know. Well, whatever. Usually I will have a... No, never mind. I was going to say something and then I realised that I'm wrong. Moving on. Is everything in this port broken? Yes. Everything in this port is broken. And that's why it got a remaster, even though it wasn't a very old game. But anyway. Yeah, gold pine resin is best with that boss fight. Again, you're given 3 in the Undead Burg if you have the master key. I'm sure that there's a key that you can get somewhere that opens that door, but it's good to just have access to that. It saves you time with the bosses. You can kill Taurus, Capra, and the Bell Tower Gargoyles much faster that way. And yeah. Alright, so we're in the danger zone again, just coming down this ladder. Danger zone because it is 60 FPS. Anything can happen when you're sliding down a ladder at 60 FPS. Okay. Oswald of Parrying. Get a look at his face. Can't really see it that well. Huh. Oh, there we go. So, we can learn his gesture, maybe. And he's not really going to offer us anything interesting at this point. We could get 1 Purging Stone, but hey, that's a waste of money, and I've decided not to waste money, so... yeah. Alright, well, thanks for nothing. Starts laughing at me. Shut up. Shut up, mate! Anyway. I have a number of different English accents, and all of them are bad. But maybe some of you would say that English accents are bad anyway. I very nearly have an English accent myself, because I have a mild Australian accent, and that's that could just as easily be an accent from the mainland. I call it the mainland, wow. What year is it? You know, 1840, I don't know. The mainland. You know, and I'm the guy who wants the Union Jack off the Australian flag because I don't really think that it needs to be there. It's weird, like... Anyway. It just has no business being on the flag as far as I'm concerned. Like, we're not in servitude to the fucking Queen. It's all kind of bullshit, you know. Okay, humanity? What do you mean including my default account? You know, half the time when you say things, I've got no idea what you're referring to because it's usually something I've said a long time ago. And I speak very, I don't really think about what I'm saying when I talk. I talk very, oh no. Oh, he's already left the jail cell, so he's probably in... Of course, I'm talking about, what's his face? What's his name again? How have I forgotten his name? How have I forgotten his name? Anyway, he is going to be in the Filing Shrine area just watching the Firekeeper, so we'll kill him before he can kill her. Of course, the way you do that is by kicking him off the edge and quitting and reloading. But yeah. What do you mean, default account? In relation to accents. I don't get it. Anyway. We're going to head to Filing Shrine to go and kill that guy. Oh, including your default accent is what you meant to say, not default account. You confuse me a lot more than you probably intend to, number 7. You really do. But anyway, moving forward. His name will come to me at any moment, I swear. I have known his name... Okay, every single time I have ever played this game, apart from the first time I ever played it, and before I had learned his name, I have known this guy's fucking name. For some reason, it escapes my mind. No idea. No idea. But guess what? No. No. Really? Come on. You're supposed to go straight off the fucking... No, don't do that.
Well, what have we here?
Oh, is this a 60 FPS issue again? Oh, for the love of God. He's supposed to go straight off. I bet it's a 60 FPS issue. Oh my God. Maybe I should just play the remaster. Oh no, there we go. Thank fuck for that. You prick. Alrighty, so now that we've kicked him off, we will quit and reload. Nice and quick. A lot quicker than Demon Souls, of course. But part of it is that I'm playing the PC version. It will be inevitably faster. So we got 5 humanity, which is very nice, and the Ring of Favour and Protection. We will not be using that in this build, but hey, the 5 humanity is nice. Okay, she's still there. I nearly shat. I thought no one was in there. I was like, hold on. That shouldn't be what happens there. But anyway. Still can't remember that guy's name. No idea why. It's ridiculous. But anyway. I'll probably record for about the same length of time that I did in the previous video, about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Could go and hit the 2-hour mark, why not? Again, would like to have a drink, but I've only got whiskey and that sets my throat off, so no. Again, you guys would much prefer it if I were not coughing through the entirety of this frickin' recording. But anyway. What we're going to do is grind souls up to 20,000, which is pretty quick to do when we're already at this point, so... Just kill the Boulder Knights here. Just taking things a little bit more aggressively so we can do it nice and quickly. Of course, if I go through the motions and, well, I can parry you, because you're a prick, but generally if I go through the motions of parrying everyone, you know, you have to do the animation for everyone, and it takes a while, and... Oh, got a rapier. That is important for the build. I want to use the rapier for something. I could use maybe a... Well, The question is whether or not I want to use any critical weapons that scale with dexterity, or would I prefer instead to just... Okay, here's an idea. We will probably use critical damage with weapons that will have infusions such as chaos, lightning, and fire. But we'll probably have our damaging weapon, which will probably be the Great Scythe, scale with dexterity. In other words, we won't infuse it with anything that will remove its stat bonuses. So I think that is the game plan. We'll probably make the Rapier Chaos, and we'll make the Ricard's Rapier Lightning. How about that? The reason why I do that is because Ricard's Rapier already has a gold look to it, so it's nice to have a yellow symbol for lightning next to it. So, is that weird? I don't think so. It's just what I've always done. I probably picked that up from Derp Does Games. I think he used to do it that way as well. But, yeah, for those who are not aware, Derp Does Games, as it was in probably early 2012, he was my main inspiration for doing live streams. And then, more recently, around the time I stopped watching Derp Does Games, late 2014 I think it was. Not long after that I started watching Zarek Zahakiron. And those two were the ones who inspired me to live stream. But, you know, we're still doing lots of Let's Playing stuff before and after that point. That's really weird. So you get some sort of weird invulnerability period through using the Parrying Dagger. I've not really come across this before. But anyway. Okay. This guy's just super aggressive and has a buckler that he mostly uses to shield you. What's really weird about this guy is that he parries you using his sword, not his buckler. So I don't really get it. Anyway. Every single time you say something number 7, I've got no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, we are almost at 20,000, so we'll probably go just to the side over here and kill the Boulder Knights in this direction. And that should be enough. Anyway. Let's go, man. This guy has the Boulder Side Sword, of course. Even though this is a dexterity-based build, we probably won't use it if we pick it up. Okay, we're at 20,000, but we may as well kill this guy, seeing as though he's right in front of us. Come on. Bang. Done. Alright. Moving on. We will go and purchase the Crest of Artorias, and head to the Darkwood Forest. So you've got 3 different areas. You've got the Darkwood Forest, or rather, I should start with the it's Darkroot, not Darkwood. So Darkroot Garden, Darkroot Forest, and Darkroot Basin. No, the way in which you phrased it was not what confused me, number 7. It's what you're referring to. I don't know what you mean by I didn't recover yet. Recover from what? Oh, you mean my throat? No, that's been for... See, this is why I didn't know what you were talking about, number 7. That was like 3 minutes ago when I was talking about that. But anyway, no, my throat's been kind of weird for the last maybe week or 2. So... I thought you meant something in-game, like I hadn't recovered in-game or something. I'm like, well, I'm not afflicted by anything in-game, so don't know what you mean by that. See, just a word of advice. You don't have to follow it, but maybe just include a bit more context in what you're saying so I know what you're referring to. Like, oh, your throat still hasn't recovered? Not, you still haven't recovered yet. Anyway, it doesn't matter that much, but just saves me from being confused and then we have to be confused together for a period of time. Alrighty. So this is a Prowling Demon, referred to colloquially as a Titanite Demon. And this is usually the first one that you fight, if you haven't come across the one in the Catacombs first. Usually not. But yeah, they're pretty simple, it's sort of like a dance that you do with them to not get hit. And going to their left side, or circling on their left side is better because you've got this big frickin' leg in the way if you go the other way. And it's annoying. That attack is also annoying, so there are certain things you need to do to avoid that. Alrighty. So he's almost dead. This can take a while depending on how equipped you are for the fight, but this is okay. If you noticed, because I missed my R1 there, it was a much lengthier process to get that follow-up happening. Come on. Oh, he's not doing his jump-up attack. Of course, this guy cannot be bled because he doesn't really... Oh, there we go. You can stun him in that way, though. Oh. Damn it. His tail's moving there. So it's not just the leg, it's also the tail moving around. This is why you don't want to be where I am. Just sort of between his tail and his leg. It's terrible. Alright, he should be dead in just a moment. And that'll be a Demon Titanite. I don't think that there is anything that we will use that Demon Titanite with on this build, but anyway. Excuse me. Just going to quickly double check that everything is looking alright with the live stream. Everything is looking good. Alright, moving on. It's just better to check in the OBS window than checking my stream playback, I think. As you can see, these guys have quite a bit of defense because I'm not dealing that much damage at the moment, but yeah. I can't parry them, so we're just going to go two-handed with this thing. Managed to flinch him out of that. Come on, mate. Can be annoying to roll out of that attack because it has an extended hit period, or hitbox, I suppose you could call it. It hits several times in a certain period. Missed. Heal now. I know I've got the one behind me. Don't you stop it. See, you can't really... The invincibility frames you get from rolling is not enough to cover the hitbox of that attack, we'll call it. It's not a hitbox in terms of size, it's a hitbox in terms of how long it is in effect. So there's probably a different term for that, I just don't know what it is. Alright. So this is the bonfire for the Darkroot Forest. And now that we have the Crest of Artorias, we can access that area. Some people don't come through here until they need to fight Sif, because Sif is the boss of this area. But I won't be doing that. As in fighting him immediately. Or going through this area just to fight him. So what we're doing here, first and foremost, is killing all these enemies. There is one guy who doesn't respawn. He is the one with the greatsword and the shield, the knight shield. So we're of course just going to come here. I've been doing this for yonks. But this is just a good early game soul grinding area. For late game, I use the phalanx in the painted world. It's just a lot better. It's really close to a bonfire, and it's quick. And not temperamental, like it's consistent. This is temperamental and inconsistent. So, well, I think we're missing one. But as you can see, this is a lot of souls. We're almost halfway to 20,000 already. This guy. I fucked that up. So we'll probably just parry this guy to death, because I couldn't be bothered taking him off the edge. Get out of him then. He's going to cast his magic. Oh, I wanted to go behind that tree and it didn't work. Okay, well. Welcome to the live stream, Loki. I think I've seen you once before. I think you might have joined for something I recorded maybe a few days ago. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is just run these guys around again. And, oh god, the assassin's going to be after my ass. Almost literally, because once he catches up to you, he will go for a backstab. Whether or not he succeeds with a backstab can depend. Alright, see what we got. Don't be shy. And where is the other guy? Again, he doesn't want to come? This guy is really pissing me off. Oh no, it wasn't the... Yeah, so it's a different person who has decided not to come this time. Well, I'm going to go and get the Darkwood Green Ring anyway, so works just fine. Just have to take the time to kill this guy manually. He was in the last stream? Okay. Had a feeling I'd seen him recently. So we're going to go and backstab this guy. Oh my god, and he tries to put his back against a tree so he can't be backstabbed. He's such a wuss. Come on. No, 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 no. Don't turtle me. You useless bastard. Ugh. No, you just don't. You need to change weapons before you attack, mate. Okay. Now, he's been taken care of. Probably could have equipped a rapier to deal more critical damage, but whatever. And here's the last guy. This is the guy that I don't usually kill. Because he is more difficult to get to. He only gives you 1,000. Oh, how many souls does he give you? He gives you less, I remember that much. I can't remember how much the other ones give you. I think they give you something around 2,000. I think this guy gives you 1,000. I think that's how it works. There's a guy, the one who doesn't respawn gives you like 5,000 or 3,000, something like that. I think the one who doesn't respawn gives you 3,000, the other ones give you 2,000, this guy gives you 1,000 because he sucks. Don't know how that works, but whatever. Yeah, welcome back to the live stream, Rookie. You are of a select few who watch my streams, so it's a tight-knit community, we'll call it. Not fully established as a community yet, but maybe one day. When we all know each other and we're all tight. When we're all tight. Alright, so here's the creepy cat that we need to speak to. The reason why it's creepy, well, I'd like to think that I don't need to explain why it's creepy, but if you look at the mouth, I'm just glad that it doesn't open the mouth, because if it were to do that, that would be really gross. Don't talk to me. Like, I'm the one talking to you, actually, so that's kind of rude to talk to a person and then say, don't talk to me, but yes, join Covenant. Alrighty, so once we join the Covenant, we will not be able to do that thing that we were doing just before, but we can attack those enemies and be kicked out of the Covenant. The reason why we're doing this is so that we can actually gain access to this guy. And how we do that, again, is, I mean, it doesn't really matter whether I have a weapon equipped or not, but what I want to do is kick. And sometimes I can fuck up the kick. I've only got one chance with this. I don't want to fuck this up. There we go. That is the guy who gives you the Darkwood Green Ring. And then this guy comes after me. Well, that's fine. So I think just fighting these guys... No, 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 no. So the problem with that was that that weapon does some crazy poise damage. I don't know if this guy drops the Murakumo or not. But anyway, we will have to quit and reload to get the Darkwood Green Ring from the assassin guy. It's very important that we kill the assassin first. Because if we start attacking this guy... he's Shiva of the East, that's his name. So I remember this guy's name, but not... Oh, that other guy's name is on the tip of my tongue now. Problem with this guy is that he does not get flinched at all by what I'm doing to him. Oh, shit. And he does a lot of damage, as you can tell. Oh, Luki, you're the guy who just recently started playing Dark Souls. You're the one who started in Dark Souls 2, I remember that. Wasn't sure if it was you or not. Okay, that managed to flinch him. I haven't been able to properly read what you've said because I'm in combat, but I'll give it a read in just a moment. Whoa, whoa, whoa. See, this is the big problem, because if I advance into him, going for the attack, he can just ignore the fact that I've hit him, basically, by not flinching, and just do an attack to hit me once I'm in his range, which is annoying. But anyway, he gives us the Murakumo and the Iron Round Shield. We will not be using either of those. And we will stand here, quit and reload, and get the Darkwood Grain Ring. Don't think he gives us anything else. Iliana. Got a new subscriber. Fabian Kubanik. Alright. So here's the Darkwood Grain Ring. Humanity ×1 and the Darkwood Grain Ring. I don't think that we can actually ninja flip right now, but we can try. Nope. Oh yes we can. Awesome. So we're ninja flipping already. We are most of the way to actually having the build the way we want it. We just need to put some effort into upgrading the rapiers and also acquire the Rakan's rapier from Sen's Fortress. And then we'll be pretty much there. But at least it's not false advertising anymore, because I called it the Parrying Dagger build in the previous recording, and I didn't have the Parrying Dagger, of course. But anyway. Today I was trying to access the DLC content of Dark Souls, but I didn't know that I don't have the DLC. Yikes. Well, yeah, that's unfortunate. So, I'm guessing you're not playing on PC then. Do you just have the original version of the game on a console or something? Because this game on PC, there was never a version of the game on PC that didn't have the DLC content, because it was released as the Prepare to Die edition. So Prepare to Die edition was released on 360, PS3 and PC, whereas the original version was only released on 360 and PS3. So that's how that works. Now we have 21,000 souls already. We have made back all the souls that we spent on getting into this area, and quite easily, if I may say so. So without further ado, we will go and level up with those souls, and whether or not we grind more souls will be for later. As in, the decision of whether or not I will do that will be for later. There you go. We can level up a lot. And I think I'm going to kick vitality up to, well, we'll leave it at 15, and we need to get endurance up, because it's at 10. That's ridiculous. We want to have endurance at least to 20, and I don't think I'm going to leave it at 20. I'll probably take it to around 25 to 30 by the time this build is done in the new game level. So, yeah. Artorias of the Abyss is included in the Prepare to Die edition, so that's how that works. So you have the PS3 version. I didn't even know that this DLC existed, or either how to get it. I really thought that it was an update of the game that added all the content. Yeah, it's just that it was any version of the original game that you have, as in, it's annoying because saying original game is confusing. It's not clear whether I'm referring to something other than the remaster, or something other than the Prepare to Die edition. We'll put it in these terms. If you're getting the game that's not the remaster, the unremastered version, if it doesn't say Prepare to Die edition, you won't have the Artorias of the Abyss DLC preloaded onto the game. You'll have to get it separately. But if you do have Prepare to Die edition written there, it will be included. So, yeah. I would say, honestly, if you're playing on PS3, try to get it secondhand, like actually try to get the Prepare to Die edition secondhand, although I don't know if your save would carry. I want to say it would, I really don't know. Like, I don't know if you'd still be able to load into that. Maybe it would be treated as a separate disc. Yeah, it would be treated as a separate game, I think. So, Tech Turn, this is a fun run, I suppose. It's not a serious run, because I'm sure serious runs are like, no deaths, doing everything quickly and efficiently. Yeah. No, that's not happening. Sorry if I'm late in responding to your Tech Turn, by the way. I am referring to both the YouTube and Twitch chats, hoping you're still here. Generally, when it comes to Twitch, if I don't respond to a person within 1 minute, they've left, as if communicating with the streamer was the only reason why they were actually watching. So, there you go. But yeah, Lukey, I don't know how you want to approach it. if you want to continue playing that version of the game that you have, like the actual disc, you will have to go into the PSN store and buy Artorias of the Abyss separately, and then load it onto your game that way. So yeah. Vitality 15, Endurance 14, we'll leave it at that, and what's our Dexterity? 18. Decent. We could start... Okay, I'm going to reorganize my inventory, one moment. You can do it by changing order here. So we're going to move some of these down. We're going to put the S-Stock at the bottom, and we'll put Rapier second from the top. Actually, Parrying Dagger can go there. Actually, Parrying Dagger can go at the top. Anyway, Great Scythe can go here, and S-Stock again can be here. So these are my top 4 currently. Whether or not I use the S-Stock remains to be seen, probably not, but anyway. There we go. Ninja Flip. Should I go and fight the... Yeah, let's go and fight Mr. Well, or Mrs. Who knows? Moonlight Butterfly. We will reverse hollowing using one of our humanities. I don't like saying humanities, it doesn't sound right. But I believe it is correct to say humanities plural. How many humanity do you have? How much humanity do you have? Yeah, not how many humanities, anyway. Doesn't matter. Moving forward. The idea was that I could either continue to grind from that area previously to get more souls, or I could do something more interesting and fight a boss. The Moonlight Butterfly boss is, I think, optional? Is it? I really don't know. These snakes are freaking annoying. I can't remember what this item is, so how about we go fight the snakes? It's technically one snake with 2 heads, I guess. Or one creature with 2 heads. I feel like you're stronger than the other ones, which is annoying. We've got a little bit more health now. Still not quite ideal, but we're getting there. There you go. Now, the Great Scythe... Oh, it's a partisan. The reason why the Great Scythe is useful, and I'll get to what you've said in a moment, Luki. The reason why the Great Scythe is useful is because when you are using a build, or when you're running a build that is very focused on rapiers and critical damage and things like that, it really helps to have something that deals proper damage that's not critical damage when you're fighting bosses and stuff. Because most bosses you cannot parry. So it really does help to have a Great Scythe. And just against any enemies that you can't parry. These guys here, they can't be parried. So that whole critical build is useless at that point. Okay, let's just go for it. Because he's just used... what is it again? Something of tranquility. I can't remember. Yeah, well, he's gone and killed me now because I'm not doing enough damage to kill him. So that's annoying. I really need a shield for that. Walk of Tranquility? No, that's not it. Tranquil Walk of Peace, there you go. I was close. Tranquil Walk of Peace is what it's called. Okay, so, the reason why I was alive was because I wanted to summon the Witch Beatrice. But, yeah, we'll have to go and get those humanities back now. I'll buy the DLC in the PSN store. I think it's easier and I already found it. Since I'm from Brazil, the DLC is $20. I don't know what that is. And that's not cheap. I'm guessing your currency is dollars. I didn't know that. But yeah, of course it's not cheap. Because they convert it for your currency and it's a nightmare. Whether or not you get it is up to you. Whether or not it's worth it, I don't know. I don't know how much that is for you, but it's probably a lot. And that's usually how it goes for currencies like yours. So, yeah. I'll leave that decision to you. It might be better, look, if you don't have the money for it, or let's say you have the money for it, but you would rather be smarter with your money, you could just go and buy a second-hand copy of the disc, Prepare to Die edition, and save a lot of money. Because the idea is, at this point, like, it's on PS3. You can get the game, you can get the software for really cheap. Because that's just how it is. I don't know what sort of stores you have nearby, but for me, like, I could probably pick up the game if I could find it for like $2, seriously. $2 Australian. So, yeah. Alright, see you, number 7. Oh, I forgot to reverse hollowing, god damn it. Forgot the reason why I actually went back to the bloody bonfire. So we'll reverse hollowing and then we will... I've always said it like that, grammatically incorrectly. I will reverse hollowing. I will conduct reverse hollowing. I need an extra word to have it be grammatically correct. But yeah, I wasn't going to consume some humanity before getting my soul because, you know, I already have a lot in my counter that I've used. Oh no, not this. Oh no. Okay, so very occasionally, I think it only happens on this bonfire. This is really frustrating, guys. Sometimes on this bonfire, and I think this was happening on PS3 as well, and on 360. Sometimes you just get stuck here. And the only solution to this is to literally close the game, which is really stupid because I'm live. Okay, so let's go and close, and then we will reinitiate. So you guys will be looking at a black screen for a little while. Sorry about that. Nothing that I can do about it. It's worth mentioning, by the way, that once upon a time people were, you know, quite into playing the 360 version of the game because it had better netcode, but I did observe that it actually had a lot more glitches going on with it. Alright, can you see the game? Yes, you can. Very good. Let's go back. Okay. Sorry, it was really loud at that moment. Alrighty. Will I farm humanity in the sewers? No, I don't really find humanity to be that useful to me. Like, well, no, not in that way. I should phrase it differently to that. I generally don't need so much humanity that I need to farm it. I usually have enough, no matter what I'm doing. I usually don't summon for bosses, but I do summon for the Moonlight Butterfly so that I can have Beatrice attack it at range. I don't have any ranged capabilities here, and it just speeds up the fight if I can have Witch Beatrice attacking the... Hold on, I'm just going to summon her now. Oh, I should not have done that. I've gone and... No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. Get up there, get up there. Okay, Witch Beatrice needs to come after me now. You can go and attack him if you want. I'd really rather you not. What's she doing? She's... Oh, come on. I need to help her. Because I don't want her to lose all of her health before we've even fought the boss. Alrighty. So... the idea is that you can still fight the Moonlight Butterfly without being ranged. It just takes longer because you have to wait for the Moonlight Butterfly to come down and be attacked. Whereas here, with Witch Beatrice, we can do this nice and easily. Alrighty. So... you are over here. Come on, Beatrice, don't be afraid. Get your magic going. Here we go. Ow. I'm not performing so well here. Here we go. I do have my ninja roll, so it's quite effective. Get my stamina back up. As you can see, with Witch Beatrice, not a problem. Okay. It's faster more than anything else. I can fight the Moonlight Butterfly. That's fine. Like, I can do it by myself, but... I'd rather save time, thank you. Alright. So we're going to be alive until such time that we die. So, we'll see what's happening with that. Alrighty. Watchtower basement key. And a homeward bone. Very nice of them to offer a homeward bone, so that we don't have to use one of the ones we have in stock. Okay. So, in terms of an armor set, we might end up grabbing the gold-hemmed set after killing Quelaag, which is dodgy because I feel like my current defense going up against Quelaag is not ideal, but we'll see. We've got some good souls here, so we can probably upgrade the rapier, because I think I want to start maining the rapier for now. I believe we need to take the rapier to +10 before we can infuse it with chaos, so yeah, and we won't, okay, quite frankly, we will not be infusing it with chaos anytime soon. Actually, I should equip the great scythe because these guys can't be parried. For some time I didn't even know that you actually need to be human to summon someone. I discovered before killing Quelaag. I will probably summon Man-Eater Mildred for the Quelaag boss fight. The reason why I do that is because Man-Eater Mildred is just a very useful asset in that fight. Good distraction, deals good damage. So yeah. And one more attack will do it. Get my stamina back. Do the follow-up. There we go. And that works. Whereas for some reason with the ghosts it does not. No idea. We do have the Hydra in the Darkroot Basin, but I'm not really interested in that right now. Even with Ninja Roll, can't do it. Alright. So of course we will make our way to Blighttown, kill Quelaag, and then we will have access to Sen's Fortress, at which time we will be able to get the Rakarn's Rapier weapon. And that will be... Well, how many weapons do we want? We've got our damage dealer, which is the Great Scythe, which will scale with our dexterity. And, so what kind of build am I running here? Maybe I should be aiming for high endurance, because if I can ninja roll with... let's see how we can do this. Maybe we'll go for a high endurance build, because I'm probably going to take my dexterity... Oh, how do I want to do this? Because my dexterity is probably not going to be used for any of my piercing weapons. Like, all my piercing weapons, as I've decided, won't scale with dexterity. So, I could be a loser and have a damage dealing weapon that doesn't scale from my dexterity. Is that fun? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. I'll work it out. After I beat the game, I'll play it again just to make everything right and don't die in a ridiculous way and lose all my souls gained from a boss here. That's really annoying when you get souls from a boss and just lose them. Because that's a lot to lose. So Andre, we'll have him level up our rapier. Oh, I'll give you the Divine Ember, that's fine. So let's... We have 5 Titanite shards. I think I can purchase... Yes, I can purchase Titanite shards from him. So we should be able to level up to +5 without any issues. And then from +5 to plus... Well, starting at +6 to +10, we will need large Titanite. And then... After that point, we'll need the very large Ember to upgrade using... Titanite chunks, but we won't go past +10 for the Rapier and Rakarn's Rapier because we will be infusing those with something else. Okay. So we're going to try to fully upgrade this thing. No.
Don't get yourself killed.
Sorry, didn't mean to select that option. I thought I had a mod that replaced the Xbox looking buttons with PS3 buttons. Maybe not. I think I did, but maybe it broke my game or something. Maybe that's why I couldn't... how do I say... launch the game at 60 FPS in DSFix. You know, dickheads who put messages right where you want to talk to a person need to just stop doing that. Yes, you can press triangle to go and switch, but it's annoying. It's an extra step that you don't need to do. Also, raw sucks. Never do raw.
I'll be seeing you.
I'll be seeing you. Yeah. So, I'm guessing we can't equip a rapier as well, is that right? We can equip both, how about that? So, we've got the parrying dagger and the rapier. So let's, what is our damage? We've got 140 for the rapier. Wow, we're doing more damage with the rapier than the great scythe. So no matter what, the great scythe can fuck off. We're sticking with the rapier. So that's pretty cool. Shit. No, stop it. Okay, so we're doing 110 critical damage. And I believe that will increase as we level up the weapon. I don't think critical damage scales off dexterity. I don't think so. I could check that, because it's been a while since I've really thought about that, but yeah. You can attack with the parrying dagger if you want. I don't know if that can be upgraded. It has a B scaling with dexterity, actually. It has a better dexterity scaling than the rapier, so maybe it would be worth leveling that up. Oh, it has pretty good critical damage. Look at that. 131. Okay. It is a dagger. I think knives have higher critical damage than rapiers. I could use some knives, that's a possibility. Daggers, knives, you know what I mean. So we'll see how that goes. The PC and console servers from the game are connected, or are they separate? They are separate. But the remastered version and the original version on PC are together. I don't know if that is the same for the console versions, like if you get the remastered version on... Actually, no, that's not how that works, because the remastered version isn't on PS3 and Xbox 360 as far as I'm aware. There would be no reason to release them on those consoles, so... yeah. Unfortunately not. They are not connected. Would be nice if they were, but no. They probably could have combined the servers for the 360 version and the PC version, but they didn't. Alright, time for Fuzzy Doomlink. My apologies. I can't do anything about it. But yeah. Paul says, I don't like animations in this game. Well, not sure why you don't like them. Music is whack, though. Well, however you feel about it, Paul. I think the animations are great in this game. They're tight. They're very much like Demon Souls in that they're tight, straight to the point, and they're just enjoyable. They feel good when you're playing. I mean, I don't know about how they are to look at, but in terms of playing and responsiveness, I think the animations are really good. Alright, see you, Luki. Thanks for joining. Well, Paul, welcome to the second part of my Dark Souls livestream series. Let's go for some backstabs here. Of course, roll backstabs are even easier when you've got the Darkwood Green Ring, but... ooh. Look at that beautiful damage. And look at that beautiful damage they're dealing to me. Oh, stop it. So the good thing is that because I am alive, that is if I don't die to these guys, because I am alive from having fought the Moonlight Butterfly, summoning Witch Beatrice, I will be able to get Man-Eater Mildred appearing without consuming additional humanity. So there you go. Not so great with my rollback stabs, but whatever. Can't wait to get the Hornet Ring. Oh, I can technically get the Hornet Ring now, can't I? Shit, I should have done that. Well, I'm pretty sure that the Hornet Ring is behind Sif's grave. Or Artorias' grave that Sif is defending, I should say more specifically. So, with that in mind, I should go and grab that. Very important for this build. Oh, but hold on. I've got these two. Okay. Keep forgetting I've only got 2 ring slots in this game. Yeah, I did decide to get back into this game, but not full time. We'll say it that way. I will be playing Demon Souls more. Oh, come on, look at that. Effective range, that's crazy. But anyway, I will be playing Demon Souls more. The reason why I'm recording this so soon after recording part 1 is because part 1 looked like shit in terms of the webcam view, so I wanted to have a good example of how that looked. So the people didn't think that everything was going to look that bad. But anyway. I've explained why it looked that way. You die, mate. Alrighty, pillaged body, dung pie again. Yeah, I do have that. It's the dark wood grain ring from the assassin who is by Shiva of the East. East. Alrighty. Open the chest. Key to New Londo ruins. That will be useful later. You know, one time I didn't open that chest and I was at New Londo ruins and I'm like, why the fuck can't I open this door? It's really weird. Because I always get the key from that chest. But one time I just didn't, and it was confusing as hell. Okay, so we're just going to drop here. I don't mind losing some health. Spin this guy around with us. But yeah, we're going to be resting at that bonfire, just in... well, I don't know what you call it, the tunnel, I suppose. You can get the crimson robes just over that way, but I'm not really interested in those right now. It's probably a little bit more defense than what I've got here, but it is heavier as well as that, so... yeah. What I could possibly do... because everything... okay. Havel's Ring is probably not going to be necessary in the late game. I've just come to this decision. Even though the ninja flip requires super low character weight, I think we're just going to put a lot of points into endurance so that we can get really good equip load, and then we won't need Havel's Ring to flip. So at that point, I think it would be great if we could use both the Darkwood Grain Ring and the Hornet's Ring. Hello, man-eater Mildred. You're about to get fucked, by the way. Ouch. Right between the tits. Oof, look at that. Maybe you could say that's the chest, rather than between the tits, to be slightly less vulgar. Okay, so... humanity acquired, and what did I just pick up? If you could get out of the way. 3 humanity. And the butcher knife, which we're not going to be using. This is the rapier. The S-stock is a lot longer. I'll equip the S-stock to give you a comparison. Oh, whoops. Here we go, this is even better. So, direct comparison, rapier, S-stock. Rapier, S-stock. I love how the S-stock looks, but just doesn't have the critical damage that I'm looking for. Or maybe it's... huh. Maybe not. Maybe I should be using knives instead. Hello. What the fuck? Stop this. Okay, yeah, maybe I should be using knives instead. I've got no idea, because it seems that rapiers just have basic critical damage anyway. I could be wrong, but maybe... okay, maybe upgrading thrust weapons gives you increased critical, but upgrading regular weapons does not give you increased critical. I don't know. I just know that the S-stock is not as good for criticals as other rapiers, so... anyway. What I'm going to do is have the rapier here, great scythe here. That just makes more sense to me, because for me, this is my primary weapon. This is my damage dealer. I'll be using this against Quelaag, by the way. I should have upgraded my great scythe. What the fuck am I thinking? Why didn't I upgrade that? I had the money. Or whatever. God, I'm an idiot. I was so focused on my rapier, because what I had in my head was that, oh, I'm not going to need the great scythe now because I have the rapier upgraded. I can use that. Well, my great scythe is still my damage dealer, so it's really not helpful. Okay, well, let's... because my my rapier is doing more damage, we're going to stick with the rapier for the boss fight. Oh, I've got unknown. Let's see if this guy can help us out. First time I have summoned someone in this game, like an actual person, in a long frickin' time. Again, the servers are shared between this game and the remastered version as far as I'm aware, so it should be a pretty active community. Didn't even think about that. Pretty cool. What do we got, man? Hopefully the connection will be good, even though I'm streaming. We'll see. Sometimes it can take a while to summon people. It's not always smooth sailing in this game, I think you'll find. Well, in this version of the game, that is. Anyway, I'm looking the part, that's for sure. Looking like a parrying dagger thief sort of individual. Whew. Summoning failed. Let's try one more time. If it doesn't work, then who cares? Okay, so maybe the person hadn't properly connected to me because they were referred to as unknown, which I haven't come across before. Maybe I have come across it in the PC version once or twice, but never in the console versions have I seen that. Oh, here we go. Glad that I tried that again. Can I wave? I'll just do joy. So we're going to be summoning Maneater Mildred as well. Glad that we've got a person to help us out. There we go, he's doing some good damage. Is he running the S-Stock? Can't quite see, I think he is. He's two-handing the S-Stock, I believe. He's doing some good damage with it. Or, yeah, that has to be the S-Stock, look at it. Or is it the Boulder Side Sword? I think it's the Boulder Side Sword. It's kind of long. Can I roll? Yes. He's moving pretty fast. Maybe it's better to run. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. He's eager to fight Quelaag, I suppose. He looks like a hobo. No, I think he's using the Boulder Side Sword, because if you look at the hilt, it's just a straight gold hilt. Whereas the S-Stock has a more curved hilt on either end of it. So on either end of the sort of T shape, the straight line, it curls up on one side and curls down on the other. Hi, Milkshake. Welcome back to Dark Souls with a slightly more well-lit Doom Link. More than slightly, actually. Let's use a purple moss clump. Good idea. Save our health. Of course, we will need to be healing our friend with Estus Flasks. It's been a while since I've done sort of cooperative play in this game, so I need to remember that I am the one who will be healing my friend. Damn keyboard was stuck in Japanese. Anyway, traverse the white light. We will skip Amazing Chest if I can. No, I don't think I can because I've got someone with me. You can't skip the cutscene when you have a friend. Oh, never mind. We have skipped Amazing Chest. Of course, that's a reference to calling it Amazing Chest ahead. I'm very glad I have people to help me with this. Look how much damage I'm dealing. Not a lot. Well, seems that I'm having somewhat low performance here. You'll have to forgive this version of the game. It's really not well optimized. It's better optimized than the console versions, but still not perfect. As you can see, it's still a little jumpy. But, yeah, I think just... Oh, no, get out of that fucking lava. Just gonna top up my health and his as well. But yeah, I will probably play the remastered version just for the fact that this is dodgy. If I have an option to play something smoother, I probably should play something smoother, to be honest. So I think we'll do that. Hopefully the game's not too loud during the boss fight. The game does get louder when we're fighting the boss, or just fighting bosses in general, I should say. Get out of there. I don't know what the fuck Quelaag is doing, but that would hurt. I'm almost positive. Alright. Maybe I should just be summoning people to help me for all of the bosses, because it would be more enjoyable, I think. Cooperative play is just more fun. Alright. Let's do some strong attacks. Or maybe it's better to just do consistent R1s. It's easier on my stamina, which is kind of low at the moment. Keep missing my attacks. Bit finicky. Should get right in there. God damn it. Here we go. Almost dead. There we go. I'll thank Mr. Who Cares, which is an interesting name. I'll point up. Alright. Soul of Quelaag and Twin Humanities. Okay, so we will ring the second bell and we will now have access to Sen's Fortress. But before we return to Sen's Fortress, I will go and fight Ceaseless Discharge and kill him and get the gold-hemmed set. Should be better defense, and I would say that the weight will not be much more than this if it is heavier. Could even be lighter, I'm not sure. Actually, probably not lighter. I think the set that I'm using here is one of the lightest in the game, so yeah. Do expect some poor performance as we continue into the area close to Lost Islith, so I need to answer yes, because if I don't, I'm kind of fucked. Now, whether or not I rest at this bonfire, I think we will. We'll just make our way back to Sen's Fortress manually. That's fine. I'm here that fast? Yeah. Of course, man. You can spawn boss NPCs to help you out in Bloodborne? That's kind of crazy. Didn't know that. Of course, for those who are not aware for whatever reason, I have not played Bloodborne since it released, and I only played it for about 12 hours straight. Didn't play it after that. I rolled through my health loss there, which was nice. Now, as soon as I look in the lava, I should get shit performance. Oh no, it's still okay. That's fine. It's not amazing, but it's fine. It's the original Dark Souls. Oh, there you go. Stop making stupid noises, Doomlink. Oh, thank you, Paul. Also, Bloodborne is bad game, my opinion. Mwah. No homo. Actually didn't mean it in that way. But anyway. I meant that that's a perfect statement, and I love that statement. Alrighty. So, Ceaseless Discharge can at times be a little temperamental. But he should be fine this time around. Why do I think that? Well, I don't necessarily think that, but I'm trying to be positive, you see. Because why the hell not? I don't know how long we've been streaming for, but probably around the 1 hour and 30-minute mark. Okay, so don't start running too fast because you'll get that in the face, and that's bad times. So, as long as we just keep running, we should be okay. Get our stamina back up. Of course, the most efficient way to do that is roll out of it. Because there's something weird with running mechanics in this game where it's a little bit delayed. I think it's the same in all of the Souls games, actually. When you start holding the run button, it doesn't start running immediately. It's just not a thing that happens. 76 minutes? Not as long as I thought. That's alright. I'll be going for about... Actually, it's better because I was thinking I still have a few things that I want to do in this video. Whoa. Alrighty. Now we'll knock him off. I still don't really understand how this kills him, but it does. Like, where is he falling? But no, clearly he was not killed by the fall because he was dying before he fell. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure Dark Souls 2 is even slower because everything in that game is slower. It's a sluggish piece of shit of a video game. Anyway. But I don't think Paul necessarily agrees with me when I say that. I think he enjoys Dark Souls 2. He sees more similarities between Demon's Souls and Dark Souls 2 than Demon's Souls and Dark Souls 3, which I don't understand. Definitely there are some similarities between those two games that I didn't realise until Paul outlined them, but I still disagree that Dark Souls 2 is more similar. But anyway. I can, at this point, access this area, but I don't think there's anything down there right now that... Oh. Is that the Chaos Ember over there? I think it is, isn't it? I always get confused. There's something in that direction as well, just a little bit before Lost Islith, but I don't think that's the Chaos Ember. I think it's just over there. Let's go get that. Let's go get that. I'm going to use the bonfire up here, that's fine. Well, this is really dodgy, because I've got 60,000 souls of... That's really dodgy. I can level up at this. Yeah, I can level up at this. Thank God for that. Okay, so we're going to use these souls to some effect. Let's get endurance to 20, and then we'll just leave it for now. And then we'll get you to 19. That looks good. I like that. And I do still have those souls to consume. You know what? Let's do that. So I have Soul of Quelaag and Soul of the Moonlight Butterfly. I'm not going to use either of those as far as I'm aware. Soul of Quelaag, of course, is used for Quelaag's Fury, or Quelaag's Fury Sword, more specifically, and the Chaos Blade. Now, the Chaos Blade might be something that I would use, but I don't think so. Could be a decent damage weapon, but I don't think so. Generally, Quelaag's Fury Sword, no matter what, is just better than the Chaos Blade. I don't really know of many scenarios where the Chaos Blade is better, but who knows. Soul of the Moonlight Butterfly will not be used, of course. Let's just consume both. Yeah, Dark Souls 2 is not as direct as Dark Souls 3. Glad you agree with that, at least. Okay, endurance to 20, and vitality to 20. I like that. Okay, our stats are looking pretty nice at this point in the game. Now let's go and get that Chaos Ember. I believe we need to give that to either Vamos or the Giant Blacksmith. Andre can't work with Chaos, but I'll get it now. I think we need to give it to Vamos, because he works with fire, you see. So Chaos is just another level from fire. Actually, maybe even if the Giant Blacksmith can... Oh, hold on. Maybe upgrading this any further. Like, upgrading the Rapier past +5 is probably unnecessary, because I think we only need a weapon to +5 to start infusing it with fire. So I think it's like fire +5, or fire oh, what is it? Because fire is different to lightning, I think. Fire can go to +10. It doesn't stop at +5. But I think if you take fire to +5, you can then, at that point, turn it to chaos. Because generally how I do it is I don't go with fire weapons so much. Because you have chaos, right? Oh, this isn't good. I don't really want to fight these Taurus demons. I just thought of that. Maybe I shouldn't. These guys are probably a bit too strong for me at this point. Yeah, fuck it. We don't need the Chaos Ember right now. We'll save it for later. I just thought we could do that. But anyway. Well, it's interesting that the only thing you really like about Dark Souls 1 are the memories you have associated with it. Not so much the game itself. I think the game itself is perfect, Paul. I don't know where you see issue in it, because for me, it's the two games, Demon Souls and Dark Souls together, are just amazing. Because Dark Souls is quite different to Demon Souls, yet it is just as good, if not better, than Demon Souls in a lot of ways. Like, for me, I don't understand how you can really like Demon Souls but not really like Dark Souls. That's really strange to me, because I think they're of equal quality, at least. Dark Souls is probably a little bit better purely in the fact that it's got more content. I think that's the only way that Dark Souls trumps Demon Souls. But outside of that, I think there are a lot of different opinions you can have. So, for example, you could like Dark Souls more because it's open world, and you can really explore a space. Whereas in Demon Souls, you're kind of stuck in a rigid system of going to one specific location from the hub world, and then returning to that hub world. I don't mind either, to be honest. I would say if I had to choose one that I prefer the way Dark Souls does it, but I do prefer Demon Souls to Dark Souls. I'm not going to have any difficulties coming to that decision. I've always liked Demon Souls more. It's never been a time where I've thought that I didn't like Demon Souls as much as Dark Souls. But, or liked it less.
Basically one issue, combat and enemies tracking you. They turn around on you too much, it takes away plenty of tactics. Look, I've not found that to be a difficulty personally. I think that... I don't know. How does that compare to, say, Dark Souls 3? Because, for me, I think that's just better AI. I don't think it's poorly done, I think it's done sensibly. I mean, there are ways in which you can do what you just described badly, but I think Dark Souls does it perfectly fine. I think bad enemy AI is Dark Souls 2, where the enemies chase you too fast. Like, there's no reason for the enemies to chase after you that freaking quickly. They're like little insects running after you. They walk in little steps, little super fast steps, and it's just stupid. I hate it. But the whole combat system of Dark Souls 2 is just complete garbage, so... yeah, that's a long conversation. Dark Souls 3 is pretty fast. I don't know if it's necessarily I don't think it's faster than Dark Souls 1, but it is more cinematic, so it might feel faster, or it might look faster, because that was the first thing that I got from Dark Souls 3. I have become quite used to it now, and I don't appreciate it as much, but when I first started Dark Souls 3, when I was fighting an enemy, I was like, whoa, what the fuck, this is so cinematic, because there's something about the camera position, there's something about those really emotive animations, it's like you're in a movie or something, it's really over the top. I felt that it was a little bit over the top when I first saw it, but when I was focused not on how it looked, but how it felt, and it felt really good. I mean, I'm not going to get into this because I've discussed this so many times, but of course I was expecting Dark Souls 3 to be shit because Dark Souls 2 was shit, and I was pleasantly surprised when I started engaging with the combat, because the combat felt good. It looked a little crazy, looked like it was going a bit overboard with the animations and the cinematic nature of it, but it felt good, and that's what I was clinging to at that moment. So first impression was positive, despite the cinematic nature of it being a bit crazy. I didn't really care, because what I needed was for it to feel good, you know. That's all I needed. That's really odd. So, for you, Dark Souls 2 is the one that bothers you the least out of the Dark Souls group of games. So you rate it like, probably... well, is Dark Souls 1 your least favourite? So you go Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 1. That's pretty whack. That's pretty whack. It's not as whack as having Dark Souls 2 being your number 1, but it's still pretty up there as being whack. Anyway. Okay, we're going to leave the elevator here, and we're going to go and head for Sen's Fortress. Sounds like a plan. Okay, we've done pretty well so far. We've done a lot in the game. Not necessarily a lot considering it's 2 parts, but I don't know. Try jumping. No, actually. I think I have fallen down there before. It's not too hard to do. I'll demonstrate it. Not that I really should, but I've definitely done it before. But regardless. I'll rest at this bonfire. And, just thinking if there's anything I want to... oh, yeah. I was about to say I just wanted to consider whether or not there was anything for me to do before taking on Sen's Fortress, and then I remembered the Hornet's Ring. Is it the Hornet's Ring or the Hornet Ring? I think it's just the Hornet Ring. No to Bloodborne and Sekiro. Anyway. Yeah, I know it's death if you fall down that well. I don't even know if it's a well. It probably is. If it's a big hole in the ground, it's probably a well. But, yes, I know it's death. I have done it before. Look, I'm not going to say no to Sekiro. I know nothing about Sekiro. That's a fact. But one thing I do know is that I have no interest in playing it. So, that's one thing that I can say for sure. I've got no idea whether it's a good game or a bad game. I wouldn't fucking trust anyone. I would say that people have a better sense of what's good and bad now that they've played Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3. They played Dark Souls 1 through the remastered version, and they played Dark Souls 3 as well, obviously, because that's one of the more modern games in the series. And so, yeah. As far as the new thing, I've forgotten what it's called now, but there's like a new Dark Souls-esque project coming, which is supposed to be like a spiritual successor to Dark Souls in a way that Sekiro and Bloodborne are not. But I don't know if I care about that. If they market it as Dark Souls, I will have no choice but to play it. I will have no choice, because my assessment of the series would be incomplete at that point. So, yeah. But if they don't market it as Dark Souls, or as something Souls, like if Souls is not present in the name, I won't play it. I will not. Not interested. Alright, so what are we doing? We can level up the Great Scythe while we're here. I don't think I really have... Oh, I have 2 Titanite shards. This will be useful for Sen's Fortress, because I believe... Oh no, I can parry the Manserpent Greatsword Manserpents, but I can't parry the Shottle. Oh no, the Flamberge. They use Flamberges, not Shottles, sorry. Yeah. Anyway. One short. And Great Scythe 2 plus 5. And I don't have any large Titanite shards, which is my mistake, because I could have picked up some of them just nearby the Quelaag area. But anyway. They collide... Oh, Elder Ring. They collide with some guy from Game of Thrones or something. In other words, they... what's the word I'm looking for? Well, I hope it's not a fucking Game of Thrones crossover, because that would just be pathetic. But yeah. If it's, if Elden Ring is the name of the game, and not the working title of the game, not playing it. And it's probably not... If it's actually intended to be some sort of collaboration with the... Oh, you mean the author of Game of Thrones, not like something from the Game of Thrones universe. So what? George R.R. Martin. I think it's R.R., isn't it? Yeah, he's got 2 R's. Why he needs 2 of them, I don't know. Only Tolkien's allowed that. But yeah, George R. Martin. I'm calling him George R. Martin, because otherwise I sound like I have a fucking stutter. I guess he's working with them. And yeah, that's interesting. I love you, Paul. Not only pathetic, it would be outdated. Wow. Scathing. You know, I need you in my stream chat, Paul, because that kind of negativity is exactly what I need. Because you're the only person who, like me, would be negative about it. So, thanks. You know, I'm not being sarcastic at all, I'm serious. Like, it helps to have someone who also hates things that everyone else seems to get wet over. But anyway. Because otherwise you just get a situation where people get offended or they strongly disagree, so it becomes a problem. I'm like, well, sorry. Seriously, I only got one? Okay. Mr. Miracle guy is here. Come on, mate. Let's go. I'm more ninja than this guy, by the way. Because he doesn't flip, I flip. He's lost interest now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. Come on. Prick. Doing some nice damage with our rapier. No, don't you backstab me. It's not happening. I'll backstab you. He's probably too savvy to let me backstab him. No. No, stop it. There we go. Couldn't really get a good shot of that. He's still alive, I think. There we go. Alright. So what I'm doing is I'm heading for the Sif boss room. I will open that door and literally go into the Sif boss room, but I will not fight Sif. Basically, if you don't walk up to the sword, like as long as you're far away enough from the sword, the boss fight will not initiate. Because it initiates through a cutscene, and that starts when you're close to the sword. Because the idea is that Sif is protecting the sword, not like the whole area of the boss room. And we can get the Hornet's Ring, or the Hornet Ring, sorry. Oh, I hate you. I hate how he's pursuing me like that. I'm trying to heal, mate. Let's go. So yeah, we'll be able to go behind the grave and pick up the ring. That's assuming that I'm correct about it being the Hornet Ring. I'm pretty positive that it is. So yeah. Whether or not we have the correct equip load to continue ninja flipping without the Havel's Ring will be something for us to see, but I think it could be alright. We're at 20 endurance, so I think we can probably increase that further. He has a shield, not true ninja. Yeah, exactly. I've got a frickin' Parrying Dagger. Get on my level. And I think we can upgrade the Parrying Dagger. It has a B scaling in dexterity, so it could be good to actually level that up. It might be a nice thing to attack people with, you know. Because a good defense can actually be flinching people, and if you just do a quick attack with that dagger, that can flinch people. I can't take this, okay? It's very thoughtful. I guess I mean, what are we doing? It's like we take something out of our pocket and interact with the door. I don't really get it. I don't think it's the crest of Artorias, is it? Maybe it is. Whatever. So, of course, we're not fighting Sif yet. But we will circle around the blade. And go grab the Hornet's Ring. Or Hornet Ring. Let's actually have a look. I think it's just Hornet Ring. Yes, Hornet Ring. Not Hornet's Ring. Okay. Now, I'm assuming we probably can't ninja flip. Forget that, we can't even fast roll. Okay. That's because we have this equipped. Hey! Well, let's see what we can do with the Great Scythe. I'm assuming not. Oh no! Suck my dick. Alrighty, so we just can't have both equipped, that's fine. We're going to Homeward Bone to speed things up. So awesome, we have the Hornet's Ring. Hornet Ring, not Hornets. Just going to Alt-Tab, make sure everything looks alright with the stream. Yes. Now the annoying thing is that if anything messes up behind me with the green screen, I can't see it. So it'll create like something in the corners. Like usually it's in the corners where it fucks up. So if that happens, I just won't be able to change anything because I won't be monitoring it and I won't be able to see it. And that'll be really annoying, so... Excuse me. But yeah, I suppose technically the... I know there's no game sound, I'll bring that back. I was just looking at myself, which sounds terrible, but the point is that... I suppose this looks considerably better than my Demon Souls livestream now, because, you know, I'm straight on, it kind of, it feels more like I'm addressing you when I'm straight on like this, and, yeah, I suppose that's a good thing. But anyway, what was I going to do? I might check to see if I can upgrade the Parrying Dagger. It might upgrade through Twinkling Titanite, that's possible, but we'll have a look. Yes, I know there's a blacksmith ahead, but because you've put your stupid message there, I'm triggering the message read instead of talking to the frickin' guy. Titanite shard, okay. Let's go purchase some Titanite shards. Now, what was the shard again? That's right, Wind Waker. So in Wind Waker, I mean, some of you have probably heard this before. It's one of my running jokes. There are charts that give you access to shards, and because you have the same number of charts for the number of shards, because the chart will take you to a shard, the action of conducting that quest, like the actual quest itself, can either be a chart quest or a shard quest, depending on how you look at it. But I actually fuse it together into shard quest, because chart and shard makes shard. So yeah, the Wind Waker shard quest. And some people probably think it's a bit of a shart, because it's not the most enjoyable part of the game. But anyway. She just put her hand at the gate's light, like the fog. Probably. Okay, here we are, coming into Sen's Fortress, and I think once we kill the boss here, we will be done with this live stream. I say that, but it'll be a bit of time until we're at that point. Oh, why do you do that? Oh, you're so annoying. Please, let us behave. I could attack you with these. Damn it, I missed the pressure plate. Come on. Here we go. Awesome. You know, make use of the environment. Damn it, missed my riposta because we're on the stairs. Let's go, come on. Come over here. Now, what's annoying? Oh, no. Okay, well, that was a bad start to the fucking Sen's Fortress area. Everything was just out of alignment because that guy did his stupid head attack at the start instead of doing his sword attack, so that's alright. Life goes on. Let's just try that again. Got our 2 humanity back. We will use one of them for the boss, because we will be summoning Iron Tarkus. I said I don't summon people for the boss all the time, but I guess I do, because I'll also be summoning for whatever the boss is called. Ornstein and Smo. Oh no. Now because I've got 2 of them attacking me at the same time, I'm fucking up my timing. Can you stop? Okay, who's attacking me first? Yes, you. Why am I missing my riposta? Does he not have the ability? No, I know you can riposta him. I know you can. So why did that not work? See, of course, because I didn't get my riposta off, I didn't have an invulnerability period, so I just died. Fucking hell, what a terrible start. Alright, we're not going to kill those 2 man serpents. I don't care about them. We're just going to continue through the axe bridge. Fuck, a lot of them. Really annoying. Okay. Moving on. You can draw them out one at a time, but I'm not doing that. And I know there's an item just to the side there, but those guys are there, so I'm not getting it. Alrighty, so this guy we can handle, because it's just 1. Now what's so hard about that? Why didn't it work last time? That was fucking weird. Oh my god, they're behind me. Alright, they're getting knocked off the bridge? No. They're not getting knocked off the bridge. Okay, one of them did. I heard that. Hopefully they leash soon. Go to the center. No, that's terrible. Because he can knock you into the fucking thing. Okay, heal. Okay. Oh, nice. I wasn't aiming for that, but once I saw that that was the opportunity I was given, I went for it. Whoa! He got attacked by the axe. Okay. My hair is feeling a bit weird in the back. Felt like it needed to move a bit. Okay. This is Large Titanite. 2 shards of that. Very nice. Yeah, the first 2 snakes are the worst, but everything else is fine. Will we... No, I don't really care about Big Hat Logan, so he can just stay stuck in the jail. I'm so friendly, aren't I? I really am. Who's coming after me? Oh my god, hold on. Everybody, relax. This is not acceptable. You should not be alive right now, because... Okay, this is really bad. Because I have to take my time with that other guy. Kill him. Awesome. That worked out so well, oh my god. So, basically, I was concerned because I needed time to kill that guy with the shottle. Not the shottles, the fucking flamberge. Why do I keep saying shottle? But yeah, so... It takes a long time to kill that guy, because as far as I'm aware, unless I can get a backstab off, but if I'm not going for backstabs with that guy, it takes a while to kill him, and he was being followed by another guy. That was freaking terrible. Alright. Let's go. Hopefully we can avoid it. Hey. Awesome. Now, there's a weird glitch with these boulders, and I don't know if it has been fixed. in the remaster? Probably. But basically, what we need to do is move it somewhere else. Okay. And then we'll have them go down there. Because otherwise, you can't have them fill that hole. It's as if the boulders cease to exist. They don't fill up the hole, and so therefore they can't break the wall, because it seems that defaultly they don't do that. Okay? And I think the reason why is because they don't want to automatically do it for you. They want you to sort of do that with intention, not to just happen to have the wall be broken when you go down there. So you need to really shoot them down there with the intention of breaking the wall. Now the fucking problem with this is that that doesn't make sense, because the boulders would have to literally disappear into nothingness, okay? For that to make any sense. Now, I'll have one more shoot down, and then after that, hopefully it'll be fine. No, they are the flamberge weapons that the guys are using, the man serpents. Flamberge looks a little bit different in this game. So it's sort of a twist. See that twisty weapon? Flamberge. But anyway. Please. Oh my fucking god. Can we all just appreciate this for a moment? Look at this. Look at this. Look. Can we all just appreciate this? Empty. Empty. What the fuck? I believe it's like 3 boulders in the hole and then 1 to break that. But fuck this game sometimes, man. Okay. So instead of man serpent, it's woman serpent. I don't know. Okay, so let's try that again. To make my point, I'll let it shoot 4 and then we'll be done. Really annoying that I have to waste my time doing this. It's like you have to go and look at it, and then... It's like they act as if you don't know it's there, or if you haven't seen it in-game, then you don't know it's there, so therefore the boulders will not do anything. It's fucking terrible. Really annoying. Probably a thing from the original game, and not present in the remaster, because it just doesn't make sense. And some will say, oh, well, maybe you just need more boulders than you think to fill the hole, Doom Link. Well, that's bullshit, because I have sat here for like 3 minutes, and it hasn't done it, you know. We're talking maybe however many boulders that is, 20? 15? Something like that. So no, the fucking hole does not get filled. I haven't been counting the number of boulders, that's enough. But seriously, so annoying. As much as I love this game, that really gives me the shits. So, fun fact. Boom. Boom. And as you can see, we can count the boulders, guys. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, and then a 4th. To break the wall. Fuck you, game. Alright. And I know it's that number because I've done it before with the specific number of boulders. There are not boulders underneath the one where we can't see, as far as I'm aware. Because, anyway, just trust me. It's 3 and then a 4th to break the wall. So we've got the gold serpent ring if we need it. That is a mimic. And that is the very nasty fucking elevator that we're not going to take. Now, I'm not going to fuck around with this mimic. I don't care about it, because I don't need a lightning spear. I just did all this for the gold serpent ring. Done. Yeah, exactly. If it's out of the screen, it doesn't exist. Or rather, if it's off screen, it doesn't exist. But yeah, they treat it as if, because I haven't seen it before in the game, I don't know it exists, and so therefore I can't make use of the boulders going down there, because I haven't looked at it yet. It's really annoying. But anyway. May as well do my ninja flip across. Hello. This guy ends up coming after you if you don't take care of him here. You know, it really must hurt to take a crotch shot like that. Alright, what have we got? Death ahead. Shame you can't write a message like crotch ahead. Wow. Man Serpent Greatsword. That is a very rare drop. One of the rarer ones of the game. I'd say possibly rarer than the Boulder Side Sword, but if you look at these swords properly, they are indeed flambergers. Gonna try and backstab? There we go. Whoa, that was a weird position. Look at that. Alrighty. He's been taken care of. Now I can get a better look at the swords, hopefully. Or has he dropped them? He dropped them into the world. Okay, that's fine. And now we are at the final axe bridge. And again, well, I say again because I mentioned it in the previous recording, we will be using our fire bombs. I've only got 2? What the fuck? It's terrible. It's not enough to kill him. Oh, fuck. This is really not great. I don't really have any ranged capabilities, do I? Do I have anything else to throw? I've got dung pie. Oh, I could kill him with toxin. Not looking too good. Okay, well, this is a sad time. No, we're just going to have to do this with this guy attacking us. That is fine. Just make quick work of it, shall we? And we'll go take care of him. This asshole. Stop it! What the fuck? Didn't think he could hit us from that angle. So annoying. You need to die. I'm not even going to attack you. Well, I just attacked you, but... Oh, okay, so you can't kick with this thing. You end up doing this attack instead. There we go. Bye. Asshole. God, it takes him a while to fall. It's a long way down. But anyway, let's go and head up to... I hate how you can just see the hair. It looks so bad. Ugh. Again, I think that's a DS fix issue, not actually this game. Let's get out of here. Actually, no. We'll drop down to the bonfire. And I will make myself living. That is so loud. I apologise for how loud that is, guys. Let's go and conduct reverse hollowing. I'm going to say that from now on. I'm not going to say I'm going to reverse hollowing because it is grammatically incorrect no matter what. It's stupid, so I need to stop saying that. Moving forward, we will go and I will get Iron Tarkus to help us with this boss. Actually, no, because I have upgraded my great side, so I should be fine. Oh, let's go and get Rakan's rapier. Good idea. Hopefully I don't get invaded in this time. That'll be annoying. It's possible. Not invaded by a NPC, but rather an actual player. I really should. Oh, that hurt. Let's go and equip our great scythe, seeing as though we can't... Oh, he's going to come after us. Never mind. He's a bit more relaxed than that. But yeah, seeing as though we can't do any backstabs or riposters, we will use the Man-Serpent Great... Not the Man-Serpent Greatsword, we'll use the Great Scythe. It's because I saw the Man-Serpent Greatsword in my inventory before. I like to use the Man-Serpent Greatsword on my builds because it's one of those things you don't often see. We managed to get some bleed damage off on him there to kill him, which was nice. I will whip out my rapier for Ricard. Because, you know, rapier versus rapier. Yeah, that secret bonfire was a real nightmare. First time around. Fastball. Whip out your fucking sword. No, you don't. Oh, I love the Hornet Ring fucking riposters. They look so good. So nice. I love it. You just... Oh, I just love it. It's so good. It's the most epic fucking maneuver ever. So Ricard's Rapier. Let's go reorganize my weapons here. So Ricard's Rapier shall go here. I don't know. That's fine. So Parrying Dagger +5. I didn't even check how much damage we're doing with that. We are doing 106 damage with the Parrying Dagger. What is its critical damage? 131. Okay. Okay, so Ricard's Rapier has a B scaling, but this has... Oh, that has a 20 dexterity requirement. That's interesting. So at this stage, it would be better to go with Ricard's Rapier because I haven't infused any of these with elements yet, so yeah. Rare Ring of Sacrifice. Huh. Maybe I could... Look, I will check the viability of Ricard's Rapier in terms of using it as a dexterity scaling weapon. It might be good because it's got a B scaling unupgraded. It might go to an A scaling. It probably does actually. So if it goes to an A scaling in dexterity, maybe it would be worthwhile to actually use it as a dex scaling weapon instead of infusing it with lightning, which is what I was thinking of doing. So we'll have a look and see. And by have a look and see, I mean like whip out the character planner. But I'll do that between this recording and the next. Should I get the cage key? Probably. First time. That jump fucks me over, it really does. The key is to watch your feet. And jump at the last minute. Obviously. But yeah, whether or not we'll see if we can do it on the way back. That will be really telling. Okay. No, you don't. Sorry, buddy. I'm surprised that even with the Hornet Ring I can't one-shot backstab you. That's kind of rough. Alright. Cage key. Ricardo Picardo. Fair enough. That can be his new name. Sounds good. Alrighty, so I don't have quite enough dexterity to use Ricard's Rapier, but again, I probably should start using that. Unless I... yeah, I don't know. We'll see what we do. Could even do it before fighting the boss, to be honest. But... ooh. Sounds like those fucking soldiers in The Wizard of Oz. Close. I always thought that was really off-putting as a kid, the way they used to chant. Oh, oh, oh. I was like, what the fuck is that? It's like a satanic chant. The Wizard of Oz, was, I guess, one of the first movies I watched. I think I saw it when I was about 5 or 6 years old. I didn't think at that time that it was a satanic chant. I didn't know what a satanic chant was at the age of 5 or 6, but I knew what it was at the age of 8, if that helps. But, will we take Tarkus to go and fight the giant guy? Maybe it's not necessary. Let's go head up here. I think I already said it, but I had to fight Invisible Priscilla. I didn't even know that she can come out of it. I was fighting her with a wooden club and twin dragon shield. I think you told me that a very long time ago, probably about a year ago. But, or maybe not a year. Maybe 7 months. Just during a Demon Souls recording, no doubt. Oh, look out for those feet. Get out of his way. And this is the opportunity that makes it probably unnecessary for me to get Iron Tarkus. You know what, that's just going to take too long. Let's go get Tarkus. I can do it, but I don't want to do it. It takes too long, so fuck that. Let's go and... no! The reason why I still selected cancel was because, like, he, or rather me, I was pressing left for so frickin' long, and it still didn't select it. I'm out of water, whatever. Hope you don't mind me drinking like that. Just waffing it all down. Actually, you don't say waffing for liquid. Anyway. I've also got my nose in glass here for whiskey, but no whiskey today. It sets off my throat. Okay. Let's try again with Mr. Giant. Come on, Tarkus, give us a hand. This guy's too freaking strong. Watch out, Tarkus. He's... Oh my Jesus Christ. Okay. Tarkus, help. Come on, Tarkus. Where's your big damage? I'm watching. There we go. Just one more attack, Tarkus. Or not. There we go. So, I just didn't want Tarkus to take any damage. It would be a bit of a waste, seeing as though I'll be needing him at the boss. That's one chunk. The reason why I have to move my head like that is because my camera is literally in the way. That's why you're able to see me straight on. It's because the camera is in front of the screen. So there are certain things I can't see when playing. Okay. Come on, Mr. Giant Man. Iron Golem. I love his armor set, by the way. But I don't always use it. It's not the best armor set. For heavy builds. I don't say that as in it's bad. I just mean that it is actually not the best, so I don't often use it. There are slightly better ones to choose from. Come on, fall over. It'd be great if he fell off the edge. Unfortunately not. Oh, I should be using the Great Scythe. What am I doing? Should have been using the Great Scythe this whole time. I forgot that I upgraded it. Still kind of used to the idea of the rapier being stronger. But it's not. Of course. Should be close to death. Well, you can see that he is close. It's not a matter of should, it's a matter of he is. No, you don't. Twice in a row. Stop that. It looks like he's gonna punch you, but he doesn't. He grabs you, throws you, and it sucks. What's Tarkus doing? Is he taking a rest? Oh, he's stuck there. Well, it's just me now. God damn it, Tarkus is stuck. Well. Have to take this slowly, unfortunately, guys. Ah, dear. I'm attacking his knee. Oh, follow up. Come on, Tarkus, I believe in you. How did you even get there? I don't think he was knocked there. He just ended up walking over there and now he's stuck there. Oh, Dark Souls. Well, he's dead anyway. Come on. You're not. There we go. Oh, Tarkus. You tried. I could have brought him closer to you, but I just don't want to be anywhere close to the edge, no matter what, with this guy. Not interested in it. So one thing that we can do is purchase some large Titanite shards from that guy over there, but I don't know if we want to do that. I really don't know. We could. Actually, we could go and upgrade Rakan's rapier. That's a possibility. Like as in before we take on Anor Londo. Let's do that. Good idea. We've got a lot of souls. And I will be using the Iron Golem's soul to give myself more. Go roll over here. I could also go and find that giant, but he generally doesn't drop anything. He just gives you some souls, and it's not a huge number. Oh, God, it's like I can play this game, or something. So we got, who's stuck us? So instead of Tarkus, it's stuck us because he was stuck on the, I don't even know what you call it, on the edge or something, yeah. Okay, so we can buy as many as 13 if we wanted to. We don't really want to buy that many. We could buy maybe I don't know how many we want. 9? Is that too many? Buy 6 for now, how about that? Oh, I'll buy 9. Let's buy 9. Go all out.
Go along, go and make something of it.
Yeah, shut up. I don't like that guy. If you listen to him when he talks, he's a bit of an asshole. He kind of thinks you're wasting your time and you're just going to die. But no, actually, I will not die. Finally have ranged capabilities, how about that? I mean, really, we are using a dexterity-based build, so we could get a bow. Maybe the Black Bow of Faris or something. Maybe not. Okay. Really should have whipped out my rapier for that, but... oh well. So we'll take the cage down to... doesn't... yeah, it more or less takes you to the entrance. Alright. Just gonna rest here. And then head to the cage. Which is also a song by Sonata Arctica. Or Sonata Arctica. Sonata. Sonata Arctica, there you go. I learnt that song back in 2007, I think. Still remember the lyrics. When you learn a song, you never forget it. Or when you learn, it's probably the same with anything that you learn off by heart. You just, like, seriously, I probably didn't remember those lyrics. Like, I didn't think about those lyrics for a good 10 years, and then they all came back to me as if I'd just learnt them. It was kind of weird. I won't recite them because that's probably not to anyone's interest, but... well, it's interesting because I'm more familiar with Sonata than Sonnet. Because I think in certain situations Sonata is used instead of Sonnet. I should not have done that. Fuck. Now I have to go there manually. I could have just used a homeward bone and gone back to that bonfire, but obviously not. Well, not now anyway. Okay, so let's first and foremost level up. Can we level up twice? I think so. Actually, what we'll do... good idea, Doom Link. Oh, you're so smart, Doom Link. Here we go. We will consume all of this stuff. Yeah, exactly. Mr. Stuckus. Picardo Ricardo. You just say it with a real deadpan expression. Core of an Iron Golem. And there we go. Got lots of souls. Take you to 20. I think we're going to leave strength at 14. We don't need that any higher than that. And I think we'll put points into endurance. Alright. Could have put more points into dexterity, but no. No thank you. So yeah. Let's go and equip Ricard's rapier. Rapier. That's not how they say rapier. So let's go purchase some Titanite shards, get 8 of them. Reinforce. So of course the idea here is that because this has a better dexterity scaling to that of the regular rapier, this is going to be a better weapon for us before we do any infusions. So, and yeah, we're not able to do it immediately, so that's just a thing. Oh. Really? Well, we ran out of souls, ladies and gentlemen. That backfired in a big way. So, I guess we have to go over this way. That's fine. We will go and grind some souls in that side area. This is going to be the last thing that I do for this video. I wasn't actually intending on taking on the entirety of Anor Londo in this video, obviously. I don't know how long I've been recording for, but doing some yummy damage. Actually, Let's do the strong attack on the next one we see. Could be cool. Not that attack. I love this strong attack. What? That's the Wolf Ring, by the way. Again, I normally use that with light builds, but not this one. Oh, love the follow-up too. That's cool. We'll heal ourselves and we'll go and rest at that bonfire because I think we're going to need some souls, so I'll probably do 3 rounds of this exploit. Oh, Scythe. So it's Scythe, and I remember my friend, so I'll give you some context. I was talking with my friend, he's Slovenian, and we were talking about Shinoa from Owari no Seraph, and she has a scythe, and he was trying to say scythe, and he was getting so pissed off because he couldn't say it. Scythe, scythe, scythe. Sort of like a... The THE has more of a th. It's sort of a... Rather than th, it's the. Scythe. Scythe. It's got more substance to it. Anyway. Can you please come over here? Thank you. He actually listened to me. It's very nice of you. But yeah, my friend and I are avid anime fans. And have been for well over a decade at this point. Not that I've known him for that long, but we're long-time anime fans. And, yeah, we're currently watching the new Railgun season, as well as the new Haikyuu season. And it's a very good year for anime, actually. I usually don't watch seasonal anime. Not my thing. I usually watch older stuff, but by God, this is going to be a good year. I think you've got Maho Koko no Retose, and then you've also got Re:Zero. And the ones I mentioned before. It's going to be a crazy, crazy year. Really good anime. So I don't know what happened to that other guy. Maybe all of them did come. I don't know. Yeah, maybe they all did come, yeah. I guess I had no souls pretty much before. I also love the quick backstabs with the Hornet Ring. Looks really cool. Yeah, most of my friends don't speak English as a native language. Usually from Europe. Oh no, I'm alive in the forest. Oh, this was terrible. This is just... Oh no, what have I done? This is just... the temptation to kill myself is there. Let's do it. Fuck this, I'm not doing this. Whoa! But yeah, most of my friends are European. Some of them are from Southeast Asia. But yeah. Let's do another round. Another 2 rounds, actually. My neck is a bit funny. I need to get a better pillow. My pillow's really shit. Like, I basically had someone else get me a pillow randomly. And they got a really shit pillow. I needed to replace my old one. It was, you know, one of those things where you've had the same pillow for so many years, but you're like, I mean, this pillow, I'm so used to it, but it's old as hell. I need to get rid of it. It's gross. So you get rid of it, and then you get a new one. And I was not consulting on how it should feel. Like, it's supposed to be nice and flat. Like, I don't need some super rounded pillow. And I ended up getting a super rounded pillow, and I've had that for about a year. Oh, more actually. God, how long has it been? Oh, shit. It's been about a year and a half almost. And it's, it sucks. It was uncomfortable from day one, and I'm still using the thing. I've got no idea why. Need to get a new pillow. One that's actually good for my neck and doesn't make me hurt. Usually only in the morning, you know. And that's what I do. I usually wake up and record a video. Whenever I record something, I've usually only been awake for maybe 30 minutes, maximum an hour. But yeah. No, I don't have issues with my neck. I actually do see a chiropractor, so well, I do have issues with my neck, technically, according to her, but it's not related to... My neck does not hurt because I have the issues. My neck hurts because the pillow fucking sucks, and it, if anything, exacerbates the issues. So... But that's what you get when you're a heavy metal guy, and you headbang, you know. You go to a few metal shows, and... Yeah. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Both of them? Get him! Fucking balls! Balls! I'm not going to be able to get the souls from that guy because I'm dead. Bastard. Anyway. But yeah. Like, my neck is fine. It's just weird. So normally, your neck is supposed to have a certain curvature to it. Sort of like an S shape. Mine is like straight. So, kind of not good. So give that another 30 years and that could be a real problem, so I'm trying to fix it now. Anyway. Yeah, I got gang raped, unfortunately. Let's go and level up our Ricard's Rapier a little further. Oh dear. There we go. Send slave. What is this, or send salve? I read that as send slave. Do I have a problem? I was thinking, I think I was in a different frame of mind because I had gang rape on the mind, so then I was imagining some sort of sex slave. I don't know, maybe I need help. But, who's salve? Send salvation? I don't know. But anyway, welcome, Gabriel Joshua. I headbang even without music, makes your curly hair better. You free them from among each other. And each time after bath. Okay. I mean extended headbanging. To music, so it's usually more intense. But anyway. Okay, let's modify to +6. I have to do this because my camera is like right there. Like I can't see where it says Ricard's Rapier +6. My camera is literally right there. So that's annoying. Take you to +6. I didn't realise that I'd picked up some large Titanite shards beforehand, so I ended up taking too many of them, or buying too many of them, I should say. Send save. That doesn't make sense either, man. Oh, you people confuse me when you talk to me. Okay, so what have we got? 194? Pretty good. So 194... Actually not that great, now that I think about it, but hey. Excuse me. But hey, we, because if you put it in these terms, the Drake Sword has 200 damage. Now, I guess some people take on Anolondo with the Drake Sword, but yeah. Let's go and upgrade the Great Scythe, shall we? Because I think this will be a dexterity weapon no matter what. Now, what kind of damage are we doing with the Great Scythe? Short hop. 252. Wow. So actually, it's a lot better. We'll stick with Ricard's Rapier for whenever we need to parry people. But outside of that, we will be using the Great Scythe. So, Anolondo, we've got a few different enemies to fight. Got those giants that I will probably avoid for the most part. And then we've got the Painting Guardians, who I can parry. And then, we do have the Silver Knights, which I'll also be parrying. So, that's all good, but we do have the Gargoyles to deal with as well. So, yeah. Regardless, I don't necessarily headbang. I don't think that I do that often, actually. Yeah, I don't think so either. But anyway, I thank you all for watching. This has been the second part for the Dark Souls livestream series. Again, this time I'm serious. Don't expect another video for a while. I would like to focus on Demon Souls because I do have things that I want to do with that still. I have builds that I'd like to do, and I would like to start doing some New Game Plus runs in that game actually, with builds that I've already started. So, yeah. I do thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys when I'm next recording the Dark Souls livestream series. I thank Paul for joining. I also thank Milkshake, Mistake Number 7, what was that other guy's name? It was like Lukey, I think, or Lucky, or whatever it was. Let me have a look. Lukey. I don't know if it's Lucky or Lukey. I'm going to say Lukey. And also thank you, Gabriel Joshua, for coming. So, that witch build. That was the first build I did, wasn't it? That would be a good idea, except that that build was kind of fucked up, I think. I messed it up for one reason or another. Or in one way or another, I can't remember now how I fucked it up, but... Anyway, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you when I'm next recording. Bye bye.